Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video. All right, y'all. So I was looking at post-fight interview from Marina Rodriguez, and Marina Rodriguez, man, she's always been a humble fighter, and she kind of gave her thoughts on the situation with Carla Esparza and her title shot. She addressed her thoughts on getting a title shot herself and the possibility of skipping ahead of Carla Esparza. She showed a lot of respect. She said Carla deserves it, but if she was offered a shot, she would take it. She said no offense to Carla. Sorry, but she would take the shot. But she would prefer if Carla took the fight or if Carla got the fight. And, that way she would fight Carla in a rematch, for the title. If Carla was to win the title, that would make sense. But this is what she said in her post-fight interview. I'll never deny a chance to fight for the title, but for me, Carla should be next and not Weili. I mean, that's what we all said, right? But since the rematch is booked already with Rose and Weili, and that's happening, then if the UFC gives me that opportunity, without a doubt, I'm taking it. Sorry, Carla. I would prefer for Esparza to get the title shot, win the belt, and then we can do the rematch. But it can't take long. I can't be waiting. So, yeah, I agree with this. I agree with this. Carla did deserve the shot, but, there comes a point that these other girls, that are fighting hard and being vocal about it, they're going to start pushing their way from behind Carla. Or they might be pushing Carla ahead to say, hey, you going to get this title shot? Are you going to say anything? Or we're gonna jump ahead. Or if the UFC grabs us, then oh well, right? So be it. But I think right now we do have a good solid lineup for the Rose Weili 2 winner for title defenses with Carla at 5 wins in a row, and now you have Marina Rodriguez with her solid wins over Waterson, Dern, and Ebos, and maybe one more fight for her will prepare her for the next in line for the title shot, right? So she'll be prepared by the next time a title fight is made. I mean, 2021 has been a great year for Marina Rodriguez. She's 3-0, rebounded nicely after a close loss to Carla Esparza, and she's been improving as a fighter. And at the same time, she's been putting contenders on notice with her stand-up game, and her survival skills on the ground. We talk about her ground game, but her hands, they do the job. And when she gets taken down, she's able to squeeze out every time, right? So right now, the only other strawweight that's making bigger statements is Carla Esparza. So with that, with her not getting the title shot, that makes the other contenders have to play the waiting game right now. It seems like it's been on pause, since they have this Rose Weili 2 rematch where everybody felt like Weili had to kind of take a back seat, take a back seat and let these other fighters that, prove themselves, made big statements get in there, right? But again, it's UFC politics. I understand Marina's thoughts on taking it if it's offered. She's ready now. Like she said, I can't be waiting. She feels like she's ready now because she's fought the right opponent. She's fought her way up. And in my opinion, like I said, I think she should have been ranked over Mackenzie Dern all the time. Mackenzie Dern should have never been 4. Marina Rodriguez should have always been ahead of her because she was active this year. Marina Rodriguez, she's in her prime. She's focused. And at 34, this is the age where, in my opinion, she's peaking. She knows her body, her skill. She's hungry for the belt. And I think she's in the type of position where she's gonna listen to whatever she needs. She's gonna listen to her team, whatever she needs to do. She's gonna do that. And possibly she's in that mind state to be an active champion if she was to win the belt. Because when you get to 34, and when you're like 31, 32, 34, those are prime years in MMA. I feel like that's when you're into your adult strength for sure. You know your body, and you pretty much. You pretty much going with more of a relaxed mental state. You're not trying to go in there, go wild like whenever you're young, and you feel athletic and unstoppable, So she's definitely not going to talk herself out of a title shot right now, out of a title shot. Carla, in my opinion, I think she does have to step up to the plate now and start being more vocal because we know how UFC politics work. It involves money and marketing. She fought her way to the top after 7 years, but did the UFC recognize that? No, they didn't. They have a ranking system, but when it comes down to it, they're still going to go with money and marketing. So when they looked at it, they said Zhang Weili had the bigger fan base, and even after getting KO'd in less than 1 round, we're going to put her in the octagon again. We're going to put her in the octagon again, regardless of what Carla did, and regardless if Weili is really ready. We're just going to capitalize because whatever Weili says, okay, that's going to build up a big backstory. She has a bigger fan base, and when you compare that to Carla. All right, she's on a 5-fight winning streak, but does she bring in numbers like Zhang Weili? So no, we got to continue to keep this going. UFC 268 is right around the corner. It's November 6th. So in the meantime, Carla, she's gonna wait, and Marina, she'll probably look to fight one more time. which I'll discuss in another video. The lineup is number one contender. In my opinion, after this title fight, you know, the next title fight should be set up in March or April, with Carla fighting the Zhang Weili Rose 2 winner, and having Marina Rodriguez either on the same card in a title eliminator, or on a card that same month, so there's the same turnaround, so she can face the winner of Carla Esparza fighting the whoever the champion is out of Rose Zhang Weili, if that makes sense. So yeah, that does make sense when you think about it. For me, it does. So Carla Esparza lined up for Zhang Weili Rose 2 winner in like March or April, and then Marina Rodriguez make her return in March or April on the same card, or, you know, a card in the same month. That makes sense. So quick turnaround time. So she's fighting for number one contender. So by the time if Carla beats whoever in March or April, she'll be lined up. Marina Rodriguez and Carla will be lined up for their rematch for the title. Yeah, so that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I agree with Marina Rodriguez at this time. Like she said, Carla deserves it. You know, when you just go by logic and the rankings and what she's done, she holds a close win over Marina Rodriguez when you think about it. I mean, whenever you put it all together. So, yeah, but like she said, if they were to give it to her, sorry, Carla, I'm going to take the shot, because when it comes down to it, you got to be vocal. You know, that is one of the things out there. You have to be vocal. There is this interview with Carla Esparza out there right now. I'm going to check that out and kind of give you my thoughts on that as well, guys. But yeah, that's all I got on this one. Like I said, I'm going to come back with another video about Marina Rodriguez. Just ain't got that much time here. Combo Breaker 99, I'm out. Give me your thoughts. Subscribe. Peace.